This
And
conference will now be recorded.
Chetan, you there? And Armando, you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Sudhakar, you
Okay.
can start the presentation.
Chetan, I think Chetan, you were typing here. Can you hear me? Chetan? Hello?
Hello. Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Okay, I can hear you. Sure. Okay. So I'll present my screen. Okay. So 1 minute. So you guys are from where? Can you just brief one by one? At least I can know your background so that at least based on that we can talk. So we start with the Armando.
Okay, I'm from Mexico. I'm an ITRM consultant.
Okay. So already a Mexican, you're a TRM consultant. Okay. Okay. How about Chetan? What's the background and what is it?
I'm in Pune, India, and I'm looking forward to go for the TRM course. I have a domain in finance, like capital markets, derivatives, account management, and everything.
You basically you're working as a consultant or you are working as in what? So you are basically an FI consultant. What is the background?
I'm not a FI consultant. I'm looking for TRM training.
No, that's okay.
I joined.
Training is okay. Training is fine. Okay, I understand. But what is your background? So you're working professional or you just in out of the college? How is it? That's what I'm trying to understand.
No, I'm professional. I have 11 years of experience in capital market, derivatives, and mutual funds industries.
Okay, you are basically you are into user, right? If I'm correct.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So Joan, how about you?
Hello, I am SAP consultant, basically in FI and PS module. I have more or less 15 years of experience.
Okay. So basically you are an FI consultant. Okay.
Yes, I am consultant.
Okay. How about Raman? Raman?
Pardon me?
I can hear you. Please go ahead.
Well, I'm a TRM consultant. I have implemented the model, but I don't have the complete knowledge of all the submodules in TRM, so that's why I'm here to.
I hope Raman is talking, right?
Oh no, it's me, Armando. Sorry.
Okay. I got you. I already spoke to you. So I'm talking about Raman. So Raman is there?
Yeah, Raman is here.
Okay, Raman. So what is your background? So you are basically from FI or how is it?
Yeah, I have done FI certification from Atos. And presently I'm working in Goldsin Engineering Company in accounts and finance.
So you are an end user, right?
Yes. No, I am working in accounts and finance.
Okay, so that's what accounts and finance means it's in domain or in FI. You are talking about consultant role or you are in domain work. How was it?
Hello.
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I have done graduation in commerce, and also I am a CFA from ICFA University, and I've got more than 20 years of experience.
How many years?
Yeah, 20 years of experience in accounts and finance.
Okay. So you just basically wants to learn SAP. So I hope you have a SAP background, right?
Hello, sir. Just one small request. The volume is less.
1 minute. I think mine is full, yeah. So I just increased fully. You can see my screen also. It's full actually. I don't think there's some problem from my end. I'm not
Okay.
sure. It's full. You can see my screen, right?
Okay. I'm say watching your screen, whatever you're doing. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I was asking you this question. So you have a SAP background, right? You have experience of 20 years is fine. So you have a SAP background or not?
Yeah, I have done certification, and in
Okay.
my company, SAP is there. So I'm working in
Okay.
front end.
Okay. Understood. Understood. Okay. How about Samir?
Yeah, hi.
Nice.
Actually, I'm a SAP FXC consultant. I
Hmm.
have 4 years of experience.
Okay.
Yeah,
So you're working.
yeah, I'm working in SAP.
Okay. Fine. So anyone newly joined? Who is joined?
Yeah, Saurabh this
Mutraj.
side.
Saurav. Yeah. Yeah. Hi, Saurav. So
Yeah,
you're from.
yes,
Hi. Hi. Yeah.
yeah. Hello, yeah, I'm having a total 4 year of experience in SAP Treasury. Currently, I'm working with the Deloitte in SAP Treasury team. So I do have a good, I do have a knowledge of SAP Treasury and fund management.
Okay. So SAP Treasury Fund Management only. You know.
In yeah, FI also.
No. 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 I'm asking question. Treasury. You told fund management. So fund management is something different module. So you talk about the
Yes,
treasury. So you know treasury or not?
yeah, yeah. No, Treasury, yeah, both are separate. I have knowledge of both module.
Okay. Fine. Who else joined newly? So anyone else? So we can start. Anyone else to just who is this?
Hi, this is Raghav.
Raghavendra.
Yeah.
There are so many guys. Okay, let's do one thing. So maybe we'll catch separately later, but let's start. So everybody waiting, so I don't want to let
Sure.
them wait. Let's start, okay? So I'll open my notepad. Okay. You can hear, right? Everyone hear, right? My voice. If say any different, if you can not audible or you cannot hear my voice, let me know. You can type it over here in chat so that at least I can understand. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So Uh, let me introduce myself. My name is Sudhakar. Okay, so I have around 12 years of experience. Okay, so I am a FICO, FSCM, and treasury consultant. Okay, so basically currently I am in a role of solution architect. Okay, so I'm in India. So previously I was worked with most of the MNCs. I was in abroad also, and I have implemented 5 implementations treasury modules, almost five implementation for treasury module, and FSCM almost I implemented two modules, two implementation I done for FSCM, and 3 implementations for FICO. Okay, so I was there for all also an on-site for treasury and FSCM implementations. So basically I'm into all the modules basically. So not only I will look into solutioning for treasury, I also give the solutioning for the FICO as well as the FSCM modules. So coming to my see, when I say my company, so I was with KPMG. Okay, so I was with Wipro, Ultratech Cement. Okay, so current company, I will keep it a little confidential. Maybe once we get in on the, maybe once course is done or something, I can later on we can connect it. So as of now, current company I'll keeping little confidential. Okay. So next is okay. Let's start with the coming to the point, direct point. So content. So few guys would have received the content, few not. Okay. So let me explain what are the content I'm going to cover for your course. Okay, so that everyone is on the same page. Okay, so that you get a clarity what you are going to learn from me. Okay, okay. So let me go into the TRM content. What you're going to learn. Okay, first thing, first in place, S4 HANA mandate. So I'll cover a little bit of S4 HANA functionalities, which covers your business partner concepts. Okay. So business partner concept. Then if I talk about the business partner concept, then I will teach you about how to do the CVI process. So you guys are heard about the CVI, or I don't know. It's called as a customer and vendor integration. Okay. So this part I am going to cover with the end-to-end. So I'll cover you on the configuration part. Then coming to the testing, then I'll take you on the how to convert your existing vendors and existing customers into business partners. Okay. So this strategy I'll tell you how to do this business partners conversions. Okay. So because this has become one of the mandate when you go for the migration. Okay. From if you're in already in ACC system, so if you're going for S4 HANA, definitely you should do this one of the activity. Okay. So I'll tell you this part. Okay. Coming to point number 2. Okay. Maybe in this call, few of the guys who are less experienced, and I can also see few of the guys from the non-SAP, those who are also into kind of a user levels. Okay, so those who don't know about a little bit of SAP, maybe they are new to the SAP, they might be working as an only a users. So for them, maybe I need to cover like FI concepts, at least basics. Okay, that makes sense. Otherwise, directly taking on to the treasury, you'll not understand. Okay. So FI concepts of at least the basic concepts, not the fully, at least the basic concepts. What is the company code? What is the basic? Oh, what is the global settings all about? So these things I need to teach you. Then next part, kind of a landscape. This is also for those who non-SAP background users, something who are in the call. Okay, system landscape. Okay, maybe little bit knowledge about the system, more about the system perspective. Okay. Now point number 4. Now coming to the actual content for TRM. Okay. So TRM, let's start with the, if I take the TRM, then I'll go for money markets. Okay. So in money markets, you have 1 minute. I just close this. Okay. So money markets, I am going to cover fixed deposits. Okay. Before this, one thing I missed out. Before this, process flows in TRM. Okay. It covers your or process flow, or you can call it as a cycle. Okay. So front office. Okay. Second one is back office. So whatever I'm using the terms front office, back office, accounting. Okay. These all are very important part of your treasury module. Okay. All the treasury module runs based on these concepts: front office, back office, and accounting. So let's give you a little demo before getting into the money markets and forex and derivative securities. So let's get into the little about the front office, back office, accounting. Okay, let's talk about, for example, as you know that I'll give a simple example. Okay, so how this works. If I say example, I am working in organization. Okay, So basically, I run the company. Okay. So I do have some funds with me. Okay. So what I do, basically, I look for put in the bank, right? It could be when I say investment. So I use a word called investment. So I go when I have funds in my bank. So I want to use of those funds and generate some income. So generating some income, then I get into this kind of markets, money markets. I can get into the forex. I could get into the derivative, or I could get into the securities. To get into this market, so obviously when I go to the bank, obviously they'll get front office. What the front office do? So when I go for any front office, basically they'll ask me, first you came for here. So I'll ask few questions to them. Like if I go to the fixed deposit, how much interest I get? How much return will be? What is the tenure? Okay. What is an agreement? So this and all basic inquiry about the fixed deposit. Okay. And they will take my all the information and they feed it to the front office system. Okay. That's called front office activities. Okay. So once they feed my information, my details into the system, back office team, they will verify details whether he's so example, if I want to make a fixed deposit of 1 million, so 1 million if I make it, so what is the supporting document, whether it's submitted or not, how much is the tenure, what are the rate of interest I'm going to get for next 5 years for the 1 million, whether I'm going to opting for what kind of interest. Okay, so this kind of information all will be feeded in the treasury system. Okay, by the front office. The back office, they will validate those information whether front office people are entered all the information properly or not. This is about the back office. Okay, and I would say this is also in a TRM language, we'll call it as settlement. Okay, settlement. And this one I would call it as a deal creation. So when I say deal creation, as I said, right, example FD. So FD is created in the system. Okay. So once FD is created, FD creation. Okay. Then once FD is created, settlement team, they will verify it whether all the document genuine, other information entered by the front office correct or not. They will verify it. So that is the activity of the settlement team. Then coming to the accounting team. So when I say accounting, so see here in the first 2 steps, no accounting, right? So here also no accounting. So this the information is entered. Okay, so no accounting. Okay, now coming to the point number 3, accounting. So my FD is now posted into FI books. Okay, let me put it this way. So FD will post into accounting. Okay, how? From TRM to FI. How it happens? Through the integration. So how the integration takes place? Integration takes place through the account determination. Okay, so this word account determination is common even if you guys are using in the FI point of view, or for non-SAP guys, or if you're working in only user, you can take it as maybe layman language, GL. Okay, GL postings. Okay, so this activity is takes in accounting. So when I say accounting, it's not only about posting a FD into the accounting. There is also a lot of activities takes place in the month end, right? So this is a very important part. So when I say month end, so what basically comes first thing is accruals, deferrals, right? Then posting the interest dues, monthly maybe periodically, or maybe quarterly. Okay. So these are the one of the activities which takes place in money market. If I little bit talk about the stocks, stock month-end activities, stocks, you have securities, right? So here a little bit slightly different. So we do the valuations of, or I can write it like this. Stocks means you can do it stock valuations. Okay. And here we also do the forex valuation. Okay. So in stocks, we only do the stock valuation, but in whereas forex valuation, we do it for every instruments. Okay. So these are the process basically which are I am telling you at a very higher level, which happens in the TRM module. So base is front office, back office, and accounting. Okay. Now coming to the point. Money markets. So money markets. So okay, let me divide this two. So TRM has divided into 4 parts. Okay. So one is money markets, second is forex, then third is derivatives. Sorry, securities. 4 is derivatives, and 5 analyzers. Okay. So when I say analyzers, I give a training on credit risk analyzer, which is mostly used along with the limit management. I don't know whether you guys are heard or not this limit management. So I'm going to teach this part for you. Okay. So now we break down the above parts into again money market, what it contains. Okay. So money market, when I say about money market, then you have fixed deposits, then you have deposit at notice. C, you have commercial papers. D, you have interest rate instruments. Okay. So when I say interest rate instruments, so all the loans, so it could be mortgage loans, commercial loans, vehicle loans, anything, business loans, anything. So that's all called as interest rate instruments. Okay. So then coming to the next, you have the facilities. Okay. So facilities. Okay. So when I say the facilities, then you have the 2 parts in that. One is syndicate facility / bilateral facility. Bilateral facility. Okay. Next. So fixed deposits, you know that you go to the bank, you do the normal business, normal investment as a fixed deposit for a period of time. Okay. So rate of instruments, I told you, you are just, it's kind of a it's a borrowings from the banks. Okay. So when you borrowing the money from the banks, how are you going to make that transactions in our SAP system? So that we will record in our SAP TRM module. Okay. So similarly, we have a kind of a facilities in the money market where you will obtain the facilities from the bank. Okay. And that links to the loans. Okay. So when it comes to the normal course, or when you get into the training, I'll get into in depth how the facility works, what is the syndicate facility, what is the bilateral facility, how are you going to link those facilities to the loans, how organization will be benefit from this kind of using the facilities, why not directly loans. So okay, so we'll get into the in depth when we get into the training. Okay. So next point is your money market is done, then forex. Okay. Okay, so forex, we learn in forex about how to do spot transactions. Okay, then we will go into the forward contracts. Okay, so see, money markets little easier. Okay, comparatively other instruments. Okay, but this is when it comes to forex, it is spot transaction is okay, manageable. When it comes to forward contracts, it's a little bit, you know, little tricky one. So you should understand the business scenarios, you know, more of business scenarios. Who is into like imports, exports business? Okay, how to get use of this forward contracts. Okay. So I tell you the more in the classes. Okay. So in my curriculum, I'm going to cover the spot transactions and forward contracts. Okay. So coming to the point number 3, and we have the securities. Okay. Okay. When I tell about these products, so I will be getting into the very in depth. So, okay. So if you able to do one of this, you know, if I say about the forex, if I give you the, you know, entire picture of configuration, how the business scenarios to be linked to this transaction, then you can easily manage the other products. See, it is not mandated that what I am teaching you, you are going to get the same thing in the client base. Okay, it's not mandate. Sometimes what happens, client may ask you more than this, then it'll become a difficult for you. But if whatever I'm teaching you guys, these parts, if you get into the in-depth, if you learn this part, I think you can manage any other products in SAP TRM module. Okay, remember. So it's not that, you know, when you go into the SAP, few of the guys in the SAP here, so SAP TRM, so I'm just giving an input that it's not meant to know all the products. Okay, even sometimes you get into the client conversations, requirement gathering, then there you get to know few of the new requirements for the business. Then you need to get out of from the standard and you need to think about the customized one also. Okay, such scenarios also will come. So to tackle those, I'll tell you some of the business scenarios while the training, so that you can, you know, tackle those situations. Okay, because most of the treasury meetings will happen at CFO level, so you should be aware of how things will happen. Okay, so next, securities. So securities main part is stocks. Okay, so this is when I say about the stocks. So here I would cover your AFS, available for sale. I don't know whether you guys are heard or not, TRM guys, but I'm just telling you again. Okay, and trading. Okay, then in this you have a lot of concepts. Since if I take about the stock, there are a lot of concepts will come. So like example, if I take everyday activity. Okay, everyday activity, if I say there is two kinds of things in the stock price updates. Okay, so there are two ways. One is manual. Okay, so what is a manual and what is a automatic means, or what is a upload? There is an upload, Excel upload. Okay, so when I say about the manual, so what is the manual means? Say example, you are a share, you are an investor, so you bought some shares from some Citibank. Okay, some Citibank, so you bought some shares of Citibank. Okay, when you say Citibank, so you might have bought the share for maybe $10 per share. Okay, $10 per share, because I'm talking in dollars because of you guys are from out of country, so I'm just talking in dollars, so not in the rupees. Okay, so if I say one share is for $10, so as on today date, so when you purchase on today date is a $10. So tomorrow it might go up or down. It's based on the market situation. So market prices, it always fluctuates. Okay. So when you implement this TRM module, okay, few clients, they would be already having some interfaces. Okay, some interfaces. When I say the interfaces means what? Thomson Reuters, okay, or Bloomberg. This kind of interfaces are external parties where they provide the up-to-date information. Okay, I mean price details to the organization through the interface. Sometimes client may go for the integration of this Bloomberg and TRM module, SAP module, so that system will get automatically get feeded. Sometimes few clients, they don't have the interfaces. When I say interfaces, it could be Bloomberg or it could be Thomson Reuters. Okay, in that point of time, so you have options to do the updates through, one is manual, another one is Excel upload. Okay, so that these parts I'm going to teach you how to do the Excel uploads day to day for stock prices, and I also teach you if some clients will be having very, you know, those who want to update it manually, maybe they can also do it manually, but it is a huge work. Okay, so I also teach you how to do the manual updations and Excel upload. Okay, so then point number 2, valuations. So very important part in valuations is your stock valuations. So when I say stock valuations, as I said, you are going to upload your everyday prices. So as an investor, you should know that what is your unrealized gains and losses. Okay, for the stocks what you invested. Okay, so this part will always we should do in the stocks. Okay, so to know the more about the unrealized gain and losses. Okay, so coming to the point number 3, there is corporate actions. Okay, before that there is also one point, dividend postings. So dividends are important part in your securities, where whenever you buy the stocks from the market, obviously you expect some of the dividends for those shares what you bought. So these dividends are morely declared by the board of directors in the annual general meeting. So based on the annual general meeting, whatever they decide that for this many shares I'm going to give this much of dividend. So when they declare it, so basically you get the dividend, or basically you paid out with the dividend. So that need to be recorded in the TRM module. So here I am going to teach you how to post the dividends. Okay, how to post the dividend to the accounting and how to record it. Okay, then coming to the point number 4, corporate actions. If somebody is listening songs, sir, can you mute me? Go on mute. I am getting some noise from your end. Raman, you can go on mute, or someone is not in mute. Go on mute. Raman, can you go and mute? Okay, so corporate actions. So corporate actions also we have a very important topics like capital increase. Okay, capital decrease, and stock split. Okay, so here I'm going to cover the very important topics for capital increase, decrease, how to do in corporate actions. Okay, then okay, so coming to the if I get into the stocks, I am going to cover all the topics so that if you do so this stocks perfectly, then you can able to do your activities like other products like mutual funds. Slightly different concept, little change, slightly different, okay, but you can able to do this processes, okay, debentures, bonds, etc. Okay, so if you handle this stocks perfectly, you can able to do learn in depth little, then you can able to easily handle these products. Only thing is slight different in the maybe business scenario, business process, but your flow remain the same. There's a slight different, okay. Then coming to the derivatives. Derivatives, I would cover your options, which is mostly used in the markets. Okay, so when I say options, I would cover which is little difficult one. Okay, so when I teach you difficult one, I think you can handle the easier one. So currency options, then interest rate swaps. Okay, so basically interest rate swaps and options are little difficult one, and it has a always, when I say derivative, it is always having an underlying asset. Okay, so without this you cannot do it. So here underlying asset would be like, maybe if I dealing with the currency options, like spot would be my underlying asset. Okay, when I say interest rate swapping, so interest rate swapping means what? So you are in the same country, okay, where you are having some loans, huge loans. Maybe you are in USA, okay, so you took the loan of 10,000 million dollars, okay, of loan on a fixed rate interest. Okay, so similarly, so when you taken the loan, so for a 5 years of tenure, 10,000 US dollars is a very huge amount. Okay, for that you are going to pay maybe 10%, 5%, whatever the interest rate for fixed rate for a 5 years. So obviously, the other side you also thinking was, why should I take the you already get into the contract, you already took the loan, but might be from tomorrow onwards you'll start thinking, why you would have taken the fixed rate, why I would have opted for the variable interest. Okay, so such kind of situations you get into the derivatives contracts, where you search for the in a market where who thinks exactly like you but in a different way. That person would have taken a loan 10,000 US dollars with a variable interest rate. Okay, here there is some middleman, the bank. Okay, so bank will swipe those interest rates. So you will be paying the fixed interest rate guy, will be paying the variable, and a variable interest guy will be paying the fixed rate. So that kind of a contract you'll get into, so that to minimize the financial risk. Okay, where you want to take the advantage of, why should I pay the more money? Okay, where you want to take some slightly some benefit out of the derivatives contract. So for this kind of contracts you get into the interest rate swaps. Okay, so I told you like analyzer. So analyzers, I'll get into the credit risk analyzer. So I have more expertise on this, so I'll teach you on this. So along with this I'll teach you limit management. So these areas I have expertise, so I can get into. So maybe market risk analyzer. To be frank, I didn't work on the market risk analyzer because I didn't get that kind of a client where I can get into. But I know about the market risk and uh, portfolio risk. Okay, I can give you a brief about those topics. Okay, not the entire thing. So, but here I am going to cover the config as well as the user process, along with the limit processing. Okay, so other than this, coming to reporting, sorry, only brief. Okay, no config. Next, reporting. So I'm going to teach you all the reporting which is available in the TRM. Okay. Next, maybe few guys are new to the SAP. Maybe few guys are already working in SAP. Maybe I would take you on the like maybe how to transfer the legacy data to maybe if you're a new legacy data transfer to SAP. Okay, how to do it? Maybe keeping in point TRM. Okay, so I think this is a topics I'm going to cover. This is a very crystal clear what is I'm going to do for you guys. Okay, there is no nothing is hidden or something. So these are the topics which I put on the notepad, very crystal clear. So what you are going to learn and what I'm going to teach you, very in-depth level. Okay. Any questions one by one you can ask, or maybe or else you can connect separately on the phone. I would prefer connectly on the phone instead of here, because so maybe one question, two questions is fine. Amando, I don't cover the hedge management because hedge management is completely different. So I'll not cover the hedge management. Next. Maybe you can maybe you can connect Sana or Nikita to put me on conference call on the phone, so that we can even more we can discuss if you have any issues, or if you have any even more clarity or something. So as of now, this is the content. Any questions? Content perspective, let me know.
Yes. Yes.
Armando, you can connect me to the Sana with the call so that we can directly talk. Anyone else can ask any questions?
Yes, I do have one question, small question. Hello.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Tell me your
I
name and go
think,
ahead.
yeah, my name is Saurabh. I just,
Yes, sir.
because if you're talking about the valuation, I think amortization will be covered or not in this, because amortization is a
Amortization,
very
yes.
important.
Right. Amortization, anyhow, when you do the bonds, anyhow, I'm going to teach you the how to do the bonds. Anyhow, in that particular part, amortization is covered.
Okay, thank you.
Next. Anyone else? Oh, Joan. So, what is the impact for a PRM? Okay, I missed your. Okay, 1 minute. Hold on. What? 1 minute. Okay, Joan, if you talk, it will be better. What is the impact for TRM between S4 HANA and ACC? Okay, so good question. So TRM, see, there is not fully there is an impact, okay, but if you take the module wise, like cash and liquidity management, there is a change, okay, because there is a concept called BAM, bank account management. So that is got introduced in the cash and liquidity management. There are some few workflows that got changed, okay, and as for HANA, some tables are got changed. TRM tables little changed, okay, and see few of the workflows, exposure management 2.0 came up. So I would say around out of 10 there is an around 8 is remain the same, till 8 remain the same. There's 2% of there's only 2 point there is a changes. So if you handle this in ECC, you can still handle it in the S4HANA. There's nothing change. But not like a Pico. There's a huge change in the Pico, not like Pico. Okay. But here, same, almost same, but only I mentioned, as I mentioned, cash and management, cash and liquidity management changes are there. Joan, okay, here?
Yes. Yes. Thank you.
No problem. Any questions, guys? Anyone? So if you still want to talk to me, you can connect to whomever contacted you on the phone or mail or someone. You can put me on the conference call. You can talk still. Okay. Okay. So any questions? I think we can close the call.
Hello?
I can't hear you. Can we close the call?
I just wanted to ask that hedging is not covered in this, right?
I think it's not there, Chetan. Chetan, right? Yeah, Chetan. Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, I have a question for you. I understand all your concepts, but how you are going to do the configuration in SAP?
Okay. Very good question. One thing, I am not going to show you. First thing, I am not going to open the company code 1000 or 0001. I am going to ask you to create one company code for me and one company code for you. Okay. So when I say one company code for me and one you, so one is for your practice, one is for we both. If you are getting into training with me, so in front of you, I'll configure entirely new treasury system. Okay. New treasury example, if you're already having a products in the SAP system, so how the configuration takes place, I'll take it on the entire process with newly. Okay. Not creating any Z products. Okay. But it I will show you how to do the configuration. Okay, it takes care entire process. No need to worry that I'll not show you directly, which is already stored in the 0001 or 002 company codes or 1000 company codes. Definitely, I'll not show you that. Don't worry. This is a question.
Okay. Yeah, and one more thing, for a person like me who's having the domain expertise in uh, uh, all the products you have shown, ATR, that is money market, forex, securities, and derivatives, and I don't have any knowledge in SAP, so how I can proceed in my career by doing this course?
Okay, Chetan, very straightforward
Yeah.
question, straightforward answer to you. I cannot guarantee you, and I cannot assure you that okay, you have a good to have a domain experience. But when you go for an interview, definitely they'll ask for some interview, some at least some SAP experience and all. So that you need to manage it from your end. I don't know how you're going to manage, but yes, if you have a really good background of uh, treasuries domain, I think if you're able
Yeah.
to prove in the interviews, then I think you can get through. But I cannot tell you that you learn this course, you get the job. No, I'll not dare give you that such kind of statement to you. I think these are straightforward answer to you.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
And one more question. I just want to confirm how will you cover all this topic? Since say the money market in one day forex, or I just want to know the whole curriculum timetable so that we
It
can
would
plan
take,
accordingly.
boss. It will take 20 to 25 sessions because sometimes I'll be my office work because I'm also working guy, so I'll be busy. So I'll keep 25 sessions as a with a buffer every alternative days, not the regular classes. Every alternative days. It's not a one
Okay.
day class. It's not a one day class.
Yes. Yeah. Sure.
I'm just telling you openly. So I would locking off 25 sessions. Okay, sometimes few guys will be going on their own. Sometimes they'll be in holiday. Some guys will be busy with the office work. Seeing my schedule also, your schedule also. Keeping it 25 sessions. That will complete it 25 sessions every alternative days. So keep it 1 hour, 25 hours. Next, anyone else?
Only one small thing that what is the, just wanted to know the distinction between fund management and the treasury.
Fund management is completely different module actually. It is that is completely different module. TRM is a completely different module. So two different legs you're talking.
Okay, thank you.
Next. Anyone else, guys? So shall we stop this call or any questions? Just put on or we close the call. Nikita, are you there? Okay, Nikita also left. Okay. So let's close this call.
Thank you.
Thank you. Chalo. Bye bye. Take care.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank
Thank you. Bye bye.